Gentle Yoga. I'm Sean and I'm going to be leading you through this practice. Today's practice is going to be very gentle. We'll do the whole thing sitting down. I recommend that you sit in a firm chair rather than something that's soft like a couch or an armchair. When you sit in your chair, if your feet don't reach the floor very well, if you find that you're on the balls of your feet or your toes, you're going to want to put something underneath of your feet, something firm preferably. So we're going to start off sitting in mountain pose. So we usually do mountain pose standing up, but we can also do it sitting down. You want to have, if you can, you want to have your feet pointing straight ahead. You can sit pretty far back on your chair so that you get a little support for your back. You want to sit with your hips, your shoulders, and your ears lined up as best you can. A lot of times we start to slump as we sit here. So when you notice that happen, just sit yourself back up. Today's practice is going to be focused on relaxation, relieving some tension, and cultivating a sense of calm. So we can use a hand gesture, putting the left hand underneath of the right hand. Palms face the sky. Just rest the back of the right hand into the left hand. You can hold that at your navel or let your hands relax down into your lap. If you'd like to, you can close your eyes. If you're not comfortable with your eyes closed, simply keep them open, but soften your gaze. Make sure you're not dropping your chin, but keeping it level to the ground. Take a moment to settle in. Feel the feet down upon the floor. Notice the legs, back, belly, the ribs and chest, arms, shoulders. Notice the neck and the head. Consider what you felt as you scan the body and what you feel as you notice the body overall. Is there pain or tightness? Any feelings of fatigue or stiffness? You'll want to pay attention to any of those kinds of feelings. Honor your body as we move through the practice. We want to move away from things that create more fatigue, more tension. Certainly move away from things that cause pain. Notice anywhere in the body that feels comfortable, steady, light, open, free. These are sensations we want to move toward with our yoga practice. Notice your emotions in your mind. What qualities are there? And in the mind and emotions, we want to move toward the same qualities that we move toward in the body. So moving away from pain, recognizing it when it's there, honoring our limits, but moving away from it, moving toward more comfort, more steadiness, more ease, more balance. Refresh your posture now and notice your breathing. We want the same qualities in the breath: steadiness, ease, comfort. As you exhale the next time, exhale out of your mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Now let your lips gently touch without clenching your teeth together. Refresh your posture if you've begun to slump or lean forward. And feel the breath in the nostrils. Feel it come in and out. Now feel the breath come in the nostrils and down into the lungs. And come out of the lungs and then out of the nose. I'm going to suggest a mantra. If you're comfortable using this mantra, follow along. The next time you inhale, mentally say the word inner, and as you exhale, say the word peace. So an inner mantra, a silent mantra. As you inhale, inner, and as you exhale, peace. One more time, as if planting a seed. Now we'll begin the practice of alternate nostril breathing. So you'll use your sense of feeling and your imagination. The next time you inhale, focus on your left nostril and feel your breath coming in that nostril. When you exhale, feel the breath come out of the right. Then inhaling, feel the breath come in the right nostril. And exhaling, feel it go out of the left. So that's the pattern. Inhaling, feel the breath in the same nostril. Switch, and feel the breath come out of the other. Inhale, feel the breath in that same nostril. And exhale, it comes out of the other. Continue at a pace that's comfortable for you. You might be gently controlling your breath. It should be pretty quiet, just a natural kind of sound with your breath. No specific sound there, no sound in the throat. Make it as smooth as you can. And you might begin to elongate the breath. Just a couple more rounds. Next time that you exhale out of the left side, which is where you started, release that pattern. And don't worry if it was confusing or you didn't quite get the hang of it. You might notice if it helped to focus your mind. If any performance evaluations came up, you'll want to just kind of let them go. When you're finished, you'll bring your palms together to heart center and then simply bow or nod your head downward. If your eyes have been closed, now is a good time to blink them open. We'll refresh our posture by taking a breath in and reaching up to the sky. And then breathing out, just bring your arms down. We're going to go ahead and wiggle the toes and the fingers around. Just wiggling around. Wiggling the fingers like you might be playing the piano, and wiggle in the toes. And go ahead and curl the toes up tight. And go ahead and make fists with your hands. Open the fingers and spread the toes. Let's do that again. Curl the hands into gentle fists. Curl the toes. And then spread the fingers and spread the toes. Let's do that with the breath this final time. So inhaling, spread the toes and the fingers, and exhaling, curl them in. Go ahead and release. Letting the hands relax. Refresh your posture if you've begun to slump. And we'll start to just lift the heels and then the balls of the feet and just alternate a few times. See how that feels. I don't have the best prop for this. It's kind of rolling with me. Something firm would be better. Something that doesn't roll. All right, then let's make some circles. So let's circle one ankle around. Doing one at a time is going to be gentler on your back. And go ahead and make circles with the wrist on the same side. All right, then switch directions. Make sure your breathing is comfortable and calm. All right, and let's do the other side. So take the other leg. You might like to extend it out, or you can keep the heel down if you want to on the floor or on your prop, and just start to circle around that wrist and that ankle. And then go the other way. If you're getting some clicks and pops, that's okay at first, but you don't want to keep getting click, click, click every time. So you might need to modify or change it. We're going to bring that one to stillness and place the foot down. And now go ahead and move forward a bit on your chair. You might need to I'm going to take my prop with me. You might need to do that. So a little space between your back and the chair. And you want to put your hands on your pelvis and press it down as you lift up tall through your spine. So the rib cage lifts all the way around. And then we're just going to tilt the pelvis back and tilt the pelvis forward. And tilt the pelvis back and tilt the pelvis forward. So I'm going to show you this from the side so you can see a little bit better. So I'm tilting back and forward. If this is not good for your back, feel free to just use the breathing part of it and not do this. So the exhale, you'll tilt back, and the inhale, you tilt forward. And you might like to squeeze the belly in as you exhale, and just let the belly open up as you inhale. So that little squeeze of the belly as you tilt back does a couple of things. It supports the lower back, and it aids with releasing out all of the breath, which is a good cleansing technique. Now we're going to bring that one to stillness. Again, sit tall. You're going to hold on to your right thigh. Just lift up that foot. Okay, so here you might be tilting back a little bit. So same as before. Just a little tilt back, help support the back. So we'll work the knee, inhaling and exhaling. Again, you might find a click or a pop, but not every time you make the movement. For more support, lean back a little more. You can keep the leg lower. You don't even have to hold on to it. All right, and we're going to do the other leg. It's really nice to coordinate the breath with the movement here. That'll help to keep your focus on what you're doing. So your mind isn't wandering too much. Notice if you feel your thigh working. I'm going to go ahead and put that foot down. Return to that seated mountain by pressing down through the pelvis. Let the legs come down. Lift through the ribs. Put your hands onto your thighs. Just start to circle the trunk of the body around. Spiral it around. So there's not an exact circle you're trying to trace. You want to go a little smaller, a little bigger. Inhale, you come through your center, and as you exhale, you swoop around to the front. Inhale back to your start. Exhale, swoop around. The elbows bending and straightening. Maybe some movement through the legs. I'm going to reverse the direction. Bring that one to stillness. Just sit yourself up. Again, let's reach up to the sky. As you exhale this time, purse your lips slightly and exhale through your lips. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach up as tall as you can. And exhale, let the arms come down, but keep the spine long. Breath out through the lips. Again, for this next one, you probably don't want to be sitting all the way back to the chair. If you have any spinal conditions, feel free to do a bit less here. So you want to keep your head and your face and your sternum in the same line. You can put your fingers onto your shoulders. You can keep your elbows low, or you can lift them up high. We'll take a breath in here, and as we breathe out, we're just going to twist. Inhale, exhale. Continue side to side. There's not a specific twist or stretch you're trying to get here. We're just moving. Just moving. We're warming up the abdominals, the back. Coordinating breath and movement. Twists are said to be cleansing, as well as a great way to release tension in the back. Let's do one more. And then I always find it feels really nice to reach up again. And release down. I'm going to shake the arms out a little. We'll begin to do some shoulder rolls. Just lift the shoulders up, back and down. When your shoulders come back, draw the shoulder blades toward each other as you bring them down. That'll help to activate the muscles of the upper back. These muscles can get pretty tight in a lot of us. A little bit of squeeze can help to release the tension. If you're overdoing it, you might build more tension, so just be gentle. And we can use a sigh. The next time you inhale, shoulders come up, exhale with a sigh. Go ahead and add a little volume to that sigh. A little more volume if you can. And sometimes there's a little more tension to release, so a little baby sigh. Now you might like to move back into your chair again for more support for your legs and for your back. Now we'll start to work with the neck. If you have neck problems, you'll want to do less. Notice if you're feeling any tension or tightness in your neck. And then we're going to put one hand behind the head. It doesn't matter which one. Just a hand to the back of the head. Now push your head back into your hand. Release that pressure and allow your chin to come down toward your chest. Stay sitting tall. Don't let your shoulders round forward. And now keeping your head slightly forward, your hand comes again onto the back of the head, and you're just going to push the back of your head into your hand. About a count of 5 there. You can release your hand from your head and then let your chin calm down a bit more. Again, you don't want to round your back. You don't want to clench your jaw. And now the face comes forward. Notice how your neck feels. And if one side of the neck feels a little tighter than the other, turn your head that way. If your neck feels fine, just turn your head either way. Whichever way you turned your head, take that hand and place it onto the opposite cheek. Now, your hand is creating a wall of resistance. So you're going to, as if you're trying to turn your head to the center, you're going to press your head or your cheek into your hand. Release that pressure and allow your head to turn a bit more to the same side. Pause, relax the shoulders, make sure you're comfortable, and do that again. So as if you're trying to turn your head back to the center. Release that hand from the cheek. Maybe your head wants to or will turn a little bit more. Find a breath in and come back to center. We'll do the other side, so just turn your head the other way. Place that hand onto the opposite cheek. And if it's all right, turn your face toward the front with the hand creating resistance to that. Release that. Maybe your head turns a bit more. You'll do that one more time, pressing the cheek into the hand. Release the hand down. Perhaps the head turns a bit more. And then you'll come back to the center. Check in to see how you feel. And again, if the neck is a little tighter on one side, you're going to go to that side first, taking ear down toward the shoulder. You can stay right here, or if you want to add that resistance technique, take your hand to the side of the head just above your ear and press your head into your hand. Release the pressure, and maybe the head will drop a bit more down toward the shoulder. I'll try that one more time. And then go ahead and release your hand. Maybe your head comes down a little bit more. And then let's just roll down. So bring the chin down toward the chest and then face forward. All right, last one. We'll let the other ear come down toward the shoulder on that side. Make sure the jaw is soft. If you want to add the resistance, the hand to the top or to the side of the head, and you press into it. And then allow the ear to come down a bit more toward that side. And one more time. Releasing the hand from the head. Let your ear come down a little more. Make sure it feels all right. And then roll the chin down. Take a breath. When you're ready for the next breath in, bring your face to the front and see how you feel. Now we'll do our side bend. So take one hand down onto the chair. Make sure the pelvis is level. And you're just going to lean over to that side. So you might find it's comfortable to just bend that elbow. Some people like to let their hand dangle. I like to hold on. If you want to, you can lift the other hand up to the sky. Make sure you're just not dropping your head down, but you can turn your face to look down toward the floor. The side of the waist nice and long, and see what happens if you take a big breath into the rib cage on that open side. And when you exhale, let's release that one. And we'll just do the other side. So you just lean over that way, lean the torso over. And again, some people like to let the hand dangle. I like to hold on. If you want to, you can lift the other arm up to the sky, maybe even alongside of the head. Adds a little more weight. You might just want to keep it straight up. You don't want to let your head just drop, but you might turn your gaze down. Find the next breath in, nice big breath into the ribs. And as you exhale, go ahead and release. Now we're going to take a bit more care of the legs. So I'm rolling my prop a bit more forward. I'm going to move a little more toward the front of my chair. You can stay where you are if you prefer. I think it's a little easier if you move forward. One leg stays bent with the foot flat down, and the other leg extends forward. The toes look to the sky. Let's get cozy here. You can engage the front of that thigh. Sit tall and keep the shoulders back. If it's good for you, you can hinge forward. Maybe bringing both hands to the top of the bent leg. Make sure you're not just dumping your shoulders. Keep the spine nice and long. You might like to, lower the chin a bit though. Just want the neck in line with the rest of the spine. Support your back by drawing your belly in. And when you're ready for your next breath, either in or out, release that side. And let's do the other one. Sit up tall. You can stay right here. Maybe you have a nice sensation in the back of that leg and you're right where you want to be. Or maybe you want to lean a bit forward. Support your lower back by drawing the navel in, the navel area. Just enough. You don't want it hard. Make sure you're breathing comfortably. Maybe you want to take a good breath out in this forward bend. You're ready for your next breath in. Press down to rise up. I'm going to slide my prop in once again. We'll take care of the hips a bit more. So lift one knee. You can stay here, or you can flex that ankle and cross that leg over the other leg, letting that knee come down. This is a seated figure 4. And you can stay here. Some people like to lean forward, but that caution again that we don't want to just, let the shoulders hunch forward. We want to keep that integrity to the spine and also integrity to the breath. We're going to push that standing foot down. Draw the lifted knee into the chest again. Release the ankle from across the other leg. Let's place that foot down. Let's do the other side. So you can lift the knee, and you can stay there. Maybe holding behind the thigh. Doesn't matter how high up the knee comes. Or you can flex the ankle and cross it over the other leg near the knee, letting that left knee come down, or right knee, whichever leg you're working on. You can stay sitting tall, or you can hinge forward. Steady the breath if you can. Inhale fully and completely. And then exhale all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way out. All right, we're going to release this one by drawing that knee toward the chest again, uncrossing the ankle, and then bringing that foot down. Now we're going to take the legs apart, the knees and the feet both apart. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Go ahead and bring your hands onto your pelvis and begin to tilt the pelvis forward. So at some point, you're going to want to start to support your torso. So you can bring your hands to your thighs, or maybe your forearms to your thighs. Make sure your neck is comfortable. You don't have to keep looking forward here, but you can just, let your gaze go downward. And if it's appropriate for your body, you can slide your hands down your legs and let your torso come between the thighs, relaxing the neck. You choose if you want to completely soften the shoulders or keep them drawn gently back. When you're ready to come up, you'll bring your forearms back onto your thighs if your hands were down. Make sure the navel area draws in. Bring your hands to your thighs and press down to sit up. Then bring the feet back toward each other and lean all the way back into your chair. If you choose, you could transition to laying down on the floor or bed or something like that right now. Otherwise, just lean back into your chair. You can let your knees flop open if you want, or extend your legs out. If it's comfortable, turn your palms to the sky, and now's a good time to close your eyes. Feel the body. And go ahead and curl the hands into fists, and tighten your arms, and tighten your shoulders, and tighten your chest. Feel all that tight. Find yourself a breath out to release that. Release that squeezing, that gripping. The next breath in, spread the fingers wide. And as you exhale, release. Now let's feel the lower body. Squeeze the feet, squeeze the legs, squeeze your buttocks, squeeze your belly, squeeze. And then go ahead and release. Now we'll do the face. Tighten your face. You might like to do your shoulders again, your chest, maybe your hands or legs. Maybe you want to do your whole body. And then exhale to release. Now spread the fingers, spread the toes, open the mouth, stick out the tongue, raise the eyebrows, and release. Letting the body become heavier, quieter. Sometimes as the body becomes quieter, the mind becomes more active. So we use the higher mind to tell the busy, chattery mind what we're doing. I practice relaxation now. Just saying that in your mind. I practice relaxation now. Feeling the breath in the nostrils again. As you inhale, feel the breath come in the left nostril. Then when you're ready to exhale, feel it come out of the right. Inhale through the right nostril when you're ready at your pace. And then exhale through the left. Now imagine the breath can sweep through the sole of the left foot. Just sweep right up all the way through the body. And as it exhales, it goes down out of the right. Inhale, breath sweeps up through the right side of the body. Exhale down out of the left. This time, breath sweeps through the sole of the left foot all the way up. Include that nostril and imagine the breath. Feel it coming in and just sweeping the body clean. As the breath goes down out of the right side, it takes anything you don't want or need out of the sole of that foot. Now this time as you breathe in, imagine the breath coming in the sole of the right foot and bringing what you do need, what you want. Bringing peace, calm, lightness, ease into the body. Distributing through the body as you exhale through the left side. If you want to, you can pause the video now and rest for a bit longer. If you're ready to come out of the relaxation, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Place your feet flat down. Use your hands to help you sit up taller. And return your hands to the gesture we used in the beginning of the class with the back of the right hand resting in the left palm. As you inhale, saying to yourself the word inner. And as you exhale, saying peace. Do that 2 more times. Just a comfortable pace of breath. When you're finished with that 3rd round, bring your palms together at heart center. Bow your head downward, honoring your own sacred self and this experience. Feel free to blink your eyes open. Namaste.